I came up with the term human manure spreader a few years ago because it perfectly described people who spread their misery. They take their unhappiness in their life, and instead of working on themselves or containing it within themselves, they lash out, and almost identically to a manure spreader, they take their crap, their human crapital, and spread it all over the place. And it's especially harmful when it's done towards children, especially their own children. So what is a human manure spreader exactly? The human manure spreader is the man or woman who takes their bitterness and anger out on other human beings in the same way a manure spreader indiscriminately spreads its fecal matter. These people sling their human crapital all over those in their lives, except for those whose rears they have to kiss lest they lose a job or something else very important to them. They have virtually no boundaries, physically or emotionally. These people are narcissists and wreak havoc on those around them. They don't listen, they're extremely opinionated, they're rude, no manners, talk about themselves nonstop, and don't have a caring, nurturing bone in their body. The dominant trait for the HMS is their critical nature. They cut people down for sport. They get a thrill out of criticizing and demeaning others. They are never wrong, of course, and when their ego is threatened by any amount of criticism, they will aim to destroy him or her. If you look up ruthless in the dictionary, there's the HMS's picture right next to it. Dealing with an HMS is impossible in most situations because he or she cannot negotiate or compromise. If they do, they strike a deal wherein they still benefit more than you. Compromising isn't something that will happen, and this is because of their deep lacking of empathy. Having a heart and seeing the other person's point of view is simply not something they have. An HMS doesn't know and doesn't care how he or she comes across to others. If they did, they would adjust their behaviors like most normal human beings do. So to deal with them, put on your emotional armor, a Teflon coat, if you will, and don't allow yourself to be brought down to their juvenile level. They are emotionally stunted, so knowing this should help you realize you can't ever change them or win them over.